What is up, YouTube? Family giving you guys a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. I feel like I haven't done a Yu-Gi-Oh video in a long time, and it's not for lack of trying. I tried to do a video for the last ban list, but I had like a issue with the file getting uploaded, so I just completely scrapped that because it was like 3 weeks after the fact at that point. And then I tried to do like some box openings and like stuff like that, but you know, camera battery likes to die on me or something weird like that halfway through the video, so that all sort of went up in smoke. But I haven't done a whole lot of deck profiles for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I think a lot of the decks I've been trying to make, I've just been doing so very, very slowly, and because I don't really feel like paying the hype price on Sylvans and artifacts and some of these other cards that come out and have just spiked in price, and then, you know, finally stuff's starting to go down because, you know, the new stuff's coming out. But one of the two decks that I have been playing along with my spell books still is the Traptrix deck, the Traptrix hand deck. I don't have the artifacts in this build because I couldn't get them, and honestly they're not really needed. It's a situational nice thing to have, but the deck functions just fine without it. Even if you, people remember the YCS Philly, where these decks came onto the scene, a lot of them weren't even running the artifact engine, and you know, the deck was just fine without it. So let me give you guys sort of the rundown of what I'm running for this deck. For the Traptrix side, 3 Mermelio, your Trapple Stratos, and who also pops a spell trap when she's special summoned. 3 Dionea, who is your Traptrix Wolfbark, and then when she's special summoned you get to reset a trap hole from your graveyard, which is pretty nice to reuse a bottomless or a trap hole nightmare for a turn. And then I'm also running 2 Traptrix, mainly just to increase the Traptrix lineup in the deck. She's actually might be the weak link of the deck. She's 18 beats, which is, you know, kind of nice sometimes. I thought that her effect of activating trap holes from the hand would be a little bit more useful, but I've never ever actually done it because I only run like 4 trap holes or so in the deck. I've never ever been into the situation where I have to activate something from my hand and I already have 5 set back row or something weird like that. Her skill of the fact that your normal trap cards can't be negated is a lot more useful. As you know, for like the Bujin player that would put in Decree or something like that against this deck, I just bring her out, sit on her, and then, you know, hey, Decree doesn't do anything anymore. It's kind of nice. So that's actually her real worth of the deck, is the fact that she is an 1800 attack Traptrix, and that she can prevent your traps from being negated. It's pretty nice. For the hand side, we have, of course, our 3 Ice Hand and our 3 Fire Hand. I'm not really going to explain these too much, as you guys should know what all these cards do, and that this is probably the best 6-card engine in the game right now, as they're floaters that plus pop back row, pop monsters, summon the other one. It's great. For the spells, 2 Duality and 1 Dichotomy. 2 Duality just for the setup, 3 just gets kind of cloggy, and, you know, I actually like to special summon in this deck. And then the 1 Dichotomy, I had this thing at 2 for a while. I wanted to run this thing at 2 because I thought it'd be, you know, it's great. It works perfect for the deck where I have all these different types of monsters, and I opened with 2, and that was that. But still, this card is absolutely fantastic for how the deck runs. It gets to recycle your hands, recycle your Traptrix, recycle some of your extra deck stuff if you have to, and sort of a mini Avarice. Also, your 2 Soul Charge, along with the Fire and Ice Hands. Dragon's Legend is just shaping up to be like all the cards in there were so hit or miss, where it's either we have terrible cards, or we get these like broken things like the hands, like Soul Charge, like Wiretap, like some of the other stuff in there, Curry Bandit. Soul Charge though, probably one of the most broken TCG only cards out there right now. Pay 1,000 for every monster you want to special summon from your graveyard. I don't care about conducting my battle phase. Very nice as like a follow-up play. When you have a Fire and Ice Hand in the graveyard or a Traptrix in the graveyard, this will trigger all your Traptrix special summon effects, and then just very nice for like a rank 4 play or just to get back your losses and reset up your field. 3 MST, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Book of Moon. Trapwise, 3 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This along with Bottomless is like your main search targets for Mermelio. This thing spiked up to like $30. It was like $1 or $2, spiked up to $30 after the Philly YCS. I think it's sold around like $10 now, but definitely a very sneaky card. I remember even before the Philly YCS, people were trying to play this card outside of the Traptrix lineup. I remember, I think, playing Prophecy by Priestess someone would side these things against me, and it would just, mess my day up with Prophecy. So it's a very, very sneaky trap card, as trap cards are supposed to be. 2 Wiretap. This is becoming I feel, more and more important card this format, as it's really just a costless 7 tools. And it's actually also climbing up in price a little bit too, as people are realizing, hey, this card is really, really good. And in a deck, or in a format that currently is, summon out your whatever you want to, set 4 or 5 back row, go, this card lets you win the back row wars. So 2 of them, 2 Call the Haunted. Nice for getting back a Fire and Ice Hand that was destroyed, or it lets me get back a Mermelio or Daenerys to get their special summon effects. Just because I run a very low monster count, so it's nice to reuse stuff from the grave, along with Soul Charge, along with Dichotomy. Call also helps me there. Then we got our 2D Prisons, deal with the... This card also is becoming a little bit more important right now, as people are like, oh yeah, Mirror Force, whatever. This card deals with your hands that your opponents are playing. 2 Mirror Force, because it's Mirror Force for the nice destroy your opponent's field pluses. 1 Breakthrough Skill. This card is becoming a little bit preferable over Veiler until we get the ruling change on Veiler, as Veiler will only last until the end phase, where Breakthrough Skill is till the end of the turn. So if you Breakthrough Skill a Yamato, they won't get their end of turn effect, where if you Veiler a Yamato, they still will. As of right now, that's all going to change with the ruling. 1 Bottomless, it's a trap hole. You're searchable, Bottomless is really good. 1 Torrential, really good card. 1 Solemn Warning, really good card. And 1 Compulse, really good card. Side deck, I never have side decks ready, and they're all terrible, but this is actually something, because I've been running this deck, so I actually have a side deck. 1 Deep Dark Trap Hole, 1 regular Trap Hole, 1 Void Trap Hole. These are sort of my extra Mermelio search targets. Void Trap Hole is okay, I might actually cut it for a second. Deep Dark. Regular Trap Hole gets there sometimes, I must admit. And then Deep Dark works very nice for a lot of matchups, like your dragons, your Mermail, Prophecy, stuff like that, just as extra trap hole targets. Triple Maxi, because preventing your opponent from special summoning and drawing cards is nice. 1 Thunder King. These are supposed to be Black Horns. My friend's borrowing them for the ARG, so I gotta get them back. But 2 Black Horn of Heaven, 2 Fossil Dyna. And then here we get a little bit more techy and a little bit more tricky, as I'm running, and now it's actually really great with the release of Lightsworns. 2 ally adjusted cycle reader. It's a DD Crow for lights, but it banishes 2. Great against Bujins and Lightsworn. Just, banish 2 Judgment Dragons and they're not going to get them back. And then this guy I've been testing out. He's been doing okay. 2 ally justice quarantine. Now the player can special summon light monsters. Kind of gets there. And then for the extra, 1 Exciton Knight, possibly one of the most busted rank 4s in the game. 2 Arc Knights, one of the other most busted rank 4s in the game. 1 Ragna Zero. This thing is actually a very, very sneakily good card. It was only a rare out of Primal Origins, and people were like, oh yeah, whatever, it's kind of nice. And then people realized that, oh hey, this thing pops anything under, tanky, something that has like, playing Dark Roll, it pops all that stuff because they're boosted by their Gateway, Harpies. This thing wrecks this deck. Any deck that like will run like little boosters like that, anything that runs tanky, this card destroys. Speaking of underrated cards, Rhapsody and Berserk. This is slowly becoming a lot more relevant card. It was like seen as, oh, that's kind of nice to, banish stuff from your opponent's graveyard. Banishing stuff from your opponent's graveyard is really good right now. We just summon this guy, banish out 2 Lightsworns, and then equip it to, whatever else you want to. 1 Dweller. 1 Cairngorn. Cairngorgon. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. The Anti-Luminescent Knight. It has really cool artwork, I must say. It's the Zirconia and Crystal with the little Shadal thing on his head, which pretty nice. He's an okay option. While he's out, if he would be targeted or something like that, you can detach material to switch the target back to one of your opponent's cards. Pretty nice. 1 Black Ship. 1 Mace Stroke, 1 Roach, 1 Emerald, just to recycle back some of your hands and stuff, draw a card. 1 Cowboy, 1 Heartland Drago. Same basic function in the extra deck where you would either Cowboy for game for your last 800, or Heartland Drago, attack direct for 2000 for game. 1 Diamond Dyer. And then the 1 of Crazy Box, because, I don't know, like in case someone's playing Skill Drain, you would summon out the Crazy Box. But yeah, that's the deck of what I have right now. So far it's been working great for me. So let me know what you guys think. I might actually experiment with this deck a little bit, maybe add in, if I ever get the artifact stuff, I'll try that build if I can get them in time before other stuff comes out. And then there's been a lot of variance with the hands and the Traptrix, as they're both very small engines that are easily splashable in a lot of decks. So I might try to vary this deck a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching, YouTube, and peace out.